What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of TNC Reacts. I got an interesting one with a guy explaining his experience in prison, but there's a particular story that I want y'all to listen to, so let's get to it.
I'm in prison. I'm the third ranking gang member in the state. I control contraband. I control knives. I control gang movement. I control a lot of stuff. So I wake up in my cell and I'm hungry. And as a prison boss, you get benefits. So I said, I'm hungry. I get up, walk out of my cell. I walk downstairs to the desk, get a guy a head nod. He opens the gate. I walk into the hallway, get to the sergeant's desk, give him a head nod. He opens the gate. I get to central control. I give him a head nod. He opens a hallway door. So I go down this long hallway. At the end of the hallway is a kitchen. I knock on the kitchen door. The guy slides the metal thing back. He looks, he sees it's me. I give him a head nod. They open the kitchen door. Now I'm standing in the prison kitchen. Grill.
Now what's crazy is because he's walking through everything, like places that he would not just be able to get to. So that shows you how much of a boss he is. You feel me?
Vats, all the stuff. I turn to the two guys over by the grill. I said, yo, make me a hamburger. Turn to the other guy, yo, go make me a shake. And I'm standing there chilling like, yo, okay, I'm about to eat. Then this guy comes out of the kitchen, out of the back, suit jacket on. He says, what are you doing in my kitchen? I'm like, slow down. He said, well, who are you? At the time, we're going to go back to the 90s. There was a song out called The Regulator by Warren G and them. I said, I'm the regulator. He says, well, what do you regulate? I said, if you go home or not. He says, what do you mean? I said, first, all this screaming you're doing is not necessary. We're grown men. We can communicate like grown men. And I regulate if you go home in a box or you walk out of here on your 2 feet. That's who I am. And he heard me and he's looking at me like to see if I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm like, dude, I can kill you right now. Understand where you are and who you're talking to, because evidently somebody didn't inform you of what's really going on in here. I came through 5 locked doors to get into this kitchen. Everybody in here is doing exactly what I said, including your staff, with no problems and no issues. You got the problem and you're trying to get in my way of eating. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I'm not trying to be over the top, but this is facts. Right now, they're cooking me a hamburger. You're telling them not to. If I kill you, you'll be dead. Your wife will miss you. Your kids will miss you. I'll go to solitary confinement, maybe 5, 6, 7 years. And then they're going to let me out of solitary. I'll get back out in 7 years. Now I'll be standing back in the same kitchen and they're going to make me a hamburger then with no qualms. So my only dilemma, do I get a hamburger today or do I give it in 7 years? It's your call. I'm just hungry and I'm patient. And he's looking at me like, oh my God, nobody's coming to his rescue. I expect to kill him like 5 times in the air shot on like 4 guards. Nobody's moving. And I'm like, today or 7 years, brother, it's your call. And he walked over to the grill. He said to the grill man, make him 2. Then he ran into his office and slammed the door and called his wife. Like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? Whoa. What they didn't explain to him was prisoners run the prison. They just worked it. And it was not me trying to be tough, but he was like in my way of what I wanted. And when people get in my way, you got to deal with it. And there's consequences to everything. He was at war with my hunger and I was going to fight that war. If it meant 7 years to victory, and I'll do 7 years to get to my victory. And he'd have just been a casualty along my way.
Yo, that had to have been the spookiest thing for the guy. A guy willing to spend 7 more years additional in solitary confinement for a burger. I mean, I like burgers, don't get me wrong, but I don't like them that much, you know what I'm saying? But maybe that's why I'm not a boss, all right? You feel me? And to see the seriousness in his eyes when he said it, it lets you know what he was willing to go down for. And I think when people think about society, they don't think about what a person's viewpoint is on respect, a person's viewpoint on anything, really, on how they interpret the information and what they're willing to do with the information once they receive it. And I think there's a point in time where we have to start coming to an understanding on what each person's level of playing field of understanding is, and do we entertain that or do we leave it alone? Because I'm telling you, prison rules, look, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, prison ain't for everybody. Don't be trying to be these tough guys and all of this stuff to go to jail, because I'm telling you, most of y'all ain't going to survive. Well, what about you? I don't even want to know. Why do I feel like rolling the dice and figuring out if I can live that life? More than likely I could. Who knows? I don't want to test it, because I don't want to go in one way, come out a different way. I want to be able to do what I want when I want, and not have to get any permission from anybody or whatever. Like he said, prisoners run the prison. So y'all just work there, which means what? Y'all don't even have authority for real. I mean, what else do you want with that? Oh, man. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think the 7 years for respect is worth that burger, or do you think he needed to make that plain and clear, because he is a boss within that prison system and he has to make sure he maintains this particular stature? Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, and be on the lookout for more videos. And if you like what you're seeing, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.